So here for X-Men Apocalypse. You guys are all new to the team, so what does it feel like to be joining the X-Men?
It's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie. It's like joining the Globetrotters or like the Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, especially I think of this genre and this style of film right now. It's my favorite franchise. So I think just finding out that you're going to be part of it is such an honor, and I'm so grateful to be a part of the cast and to be here with you guys.
And just to work with Oscar winners and Oscar nominees and actually just
Right.
watch them and learn from them. It's just a great opportunity.
No.
I mean, you've all got very different backgrounds. So, I mean, you've mentioned that it's one of your favourite genres. So is it something that you've always wanted to do, this superhero thing? And did you ever think that you'd ever get a chance to do that kind of movie, both of you there?
It wasn't always one of my favorite genres. It wasn't until like the past 2 or 3 years I really started to get into like sci-fi and fantasy and these type of films, where there's a realm that's totally created. And but yeah, I think it's any kid's dream though, just to be a part of something like this. But also, it never, and I know you guys have touched on this a bit, but it never really feels real. It never feels like you're actually in a superhero movie, even though we are, obviously. But yeah, I mean, you just can't see it as reality a lot of times.
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
I think what makes this franchise so special, though, and why comparing it to other superhero films, is that this one feels very grounded and very humane in the sense that it's about these bunch of outsiders, essentially, the unaccepted people within our society. So it feels like it transcends the superhero genre, So to be part of that was something I was like stoked to be part of.
Yeah, and I love movies that have really great meaning, and I think that X-Men Apocalypse has some really great undertones to it that I think us as human beings could take a lot from when it comes to how we treat our planet, how we treat our fellow human being, how we treat everything basically.
Agreed. I think the film is very universally, globally relatable.
It's socially commentative as well. And as actors, we're fortunate enough to be able to to work a job that is so has so many layers to it. That's kind of what we hope for, but not always get.
Yeah, because the film. I think the film is much more than some people may see it on the screen. It's like you said, there are underlying themes and tones throughout the film that represent something else, something much bigger than the film itself.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's fantasy, so don't go destroying pyramids and stuff. There's a certain level of gray you gotta walk within it and not take everything so literally. But it's very interesting to think if a quote unquote God really did return to Earth, what would they do? Would they act like a god and try and destroy it? I don't know. Would they act like some sort of Messiah and try and save it?
And I think with your character as well, I think it's great to see that transition from where we see her at the start to where she ends up. And I think that happens with all three of your characters, actually.
Yeah.
Is that, again, something that appealed to you, seeing them progress over the course of this one movie and hopefully in future movies?
Yeah, well, that's what excited me most about the film and about the characters, that you get to explore such a great arc, where the film starts and where each of our characters start. They end up in a totally different place, and so I think exploring that as an actor and exploring that through the performance and together with all of these guys was really phenomenal and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think with any role you want to have a great arc. That's one of the main lures of a project. So yeah, and like you said, all three of our parts had
Really
a strong
fun.
arc. So.
And with Bryan being so familiar with the material, is that quite comforting to know that someone who knows the material inside out is involved with the project?
Yeah, I mean, he created this universe, so it's so nice. It's such a comforting feeling to have him there, because he literally I think that is the mind of X-Men in films. So.
With even our castmates, a lot of us are real X-Men fans. Olivia is a real X-Men fan. Psylocke is her favorite character, and I remember just being on set and her being all Psylocked out and me being all stormed out and stuff, and us going back and forth and being like, oh, did you know this about my character? Did you know this? Do you know the Achilles heel of this character? Did you know this? Do you want to know why my sash looks like this? It was just really fun fun being able to nerd out with everyone, because what a lot of people don't realize is everyone who works on this movie are fans of the X-Men franchise, down to the person who's holding the boom mic, everything. We're all geeks. And so it was really fun being able to share that. It was like a big geek pie.
Yeah, it's good when the passion is it's
there.
There,
It's
shared,
there.
I guess. It's
Thank
a shared
you.
passion
Yes.
that everyone has, I guess. Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. I know it's
Thanks,
been a
man.
busy day, so
Thank
thank you
you so
very
much.
much. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey, you